Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my answers for the I Am the Reader book tag. This is a very personal book tag if you ask me. It's really short, it just has 7 questions which all I'll be dropping down in the description so that you can let your answers. I'd like to know them because all these questions, or most of them, are really personal and they're also a bit difficult for a reader to answer. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Question number 1. Choose one word that describes being a reader. Just as I said before, the first question itself is one of the toughest of all. This is mainly because I think reading is something that is interrelated and integrated to everything in my life as a reader, and it's really tough for me to put one word in order to describe a reader. But one word which I chose for the sake of this question is that any reader is empathetic. Empathetic is the word that I choose. This is mainly because empathy is something which everyone of us needs to develop if we want to make ourselves better as well as the people around us better in some way or the other. With or without our influence, we can inspire people or we can influence people, but empathy can help us do both in a proper, positive, constructive way, if you ask me. For example, if you want to understand what empathy is, if I see a visually challenged person trying to cross a road and if I feel bad for him, it's not going to help him or me in any way. But if I decide to go ahead and help the person cross the road, it's going to help the person as well as it's going to make me feel good. That's something which everyone needs to develop. Empathy is something which we try to develop by putting ourselves in someone else's position and trying to provide what that person needs. And I think readers are more empathetic compared to non-readers. Question number 2. What's the very first book you fell in love with? This is a really easy answer, and I'm sure that this will be the answer for most of the readers of my generation throughout the world, and it is obviously Harry Potter. Okay, that's the series, so that's the book which made me fall in love with reading as well as made me want to read more. Also, my love for the genre of fantasy also was born only from Harry Potter. It's mainly because that's a really new world. Okay, it's a huge world into which you're just dropped in and you're left to explore a lot of things. Okay, starting from emotions and having just fun. Okay, everything is just packed into that single series, and those 7 books, I'm sure that they can explain a lot of things and teach you a lot of things in order to learn during that part of the life, that is between 11 and 17 years old. If you ask me, it's not less, it's not much, it's just the perfect amount, and that's why it made me fall in love with reading, and it will continue to be so even in the future also. Question number 3. Hardcover or paperback? The answer for this one is also something very obvious. I've told it many times in my channel, and I prefer hardcover books over paperbacks always. It's mainly because of the durability of the hardcovers, and you can see my shelf also. I don't have that many hardcovers compared to paperbacks. It's mainly because hardcovers are a bit expensive, bit more expensive compared to paperbacks, and I cannot afford to buy all the books that I want to buy in hardcovers, mainly because of the expense. And I'm sure that I will be able to afford to buying hardcovers only in the future, because I have belief and faith in myself. And also another thing which I like about hardcovers is that they look good. Okay, they make you feel good while you hold them and read. They have that richness, that feel of richness, which every reader, if you ask me, deserves, and that's one of the main reasons it's my favorite format of books. And I also have a playlist dedicated to pros and cons itself, and the pros and cons of hardcovers is one of the most favorite videos of mine when it comes to that playlist. If you do want to, please do check it out. I'll try to link it up in the icon or down in the description. Question number 4. How has reading shaped your identity? This is also one of the most toughest questions of this lot. I cannot say a particular way in which reading has shaped me in order to identify me different from other people. I'm always a quiet person. Okay, it might seem like I talk a lot and talk very fastly when it comes to my videos, but I'm not a person who talks that much when it comes to real life. Okay, the people to whom I talk a lot are just my very close friends and my family. Okay, my mom, dad, my brother, and 2 or 3 friends. That's it. I don't talk to anyone in such a great scale out of my circle. And I've always felt a bit uncomfortable due to that while I was in school. During the last 4 years of school, and also in the first year of college. And after that, that's when I started reading a lot more, and it just turned the switch on in me, which made me feel that it's okay to be the way I am, because that's what I am. If I change that, it is not going to look original, it's not going to be good, I'm not going to feel good, and it's also better to talk less and do more, and I prefer that. This is one of the main aspects in which reading has shaped me, and also apart from that, it has helped me develop my confidence to a greater scale. I'm a person who's confident always, but self-confidence is something which I lack a lot. Okay, it might seem like I look confident, but deep within there's always that fear and doubt of rejection or failure, which I have tried to balance out a lot after having read many books, due to certain characters and due to certain stories, certain things which I have related to in books, and that's one of the main ways in which books have shaped me, and they're given an identity for me. Question number 5: who taught you to be a reader, or did you do it all on your own? The answer for this one is also very easy, because my mom is a person who made me a reader. Okay, it's something hereditary when it comes to our family. Both my mom and dad, they like reading. They specifically read Tamil a lot more than English. Starting from their school days, okay, they love reading. They've always preferred reading as one of the main hobbies, just like most of our parents have. And also my brother is also a really avid reader. Okay, he doesn't read much, but when he reads books, he only selects really good ones, and he spends time with them a lot more, and he tries to grasp them a lot. Also, when we read together, me and my mom, or me and my brother and my mother, we always sit down and try to discuss what we've read, and try to exchange thoughts. It's always interesting, especially me and my brother. When we read a book, when we've read the same book, that's just like a really good feel, and it helps us a lot. But one of the main reasons that I am a reader today is my mom. Okay, because every time she went to a library, she'll take me with her so that I'm not alone at home. I was even a kid who didn't go out to play a lot, because I didn't have that many friends. I also didn't like playing out a lot, so she'd always take me to the library when she went, and she'd also let me borrow a book from her subscription. Okay, she'll have like 3 to 5 books to borrow, and of those I'll be allowed to take at least one, and it was always a really good thing for me to do. Also, when she goes there, she'll spend a lot of time, during which we'll get some snacks. It'll be really fun, and I just want to thank my mother a lot for making me a reader, and I think I'm able to read a lot, and I'm able to enjoy a lot in reading, especially due to the love that was given for me from my mother in terms of reading. Question number 6: describe your dream reading lounge. This is also a really fun question. Okay, my dream reading lounge is like this. Just try visualizing it. That must be a huge window in the front. That is floor to ceiling window, which is totally open all the time, and that must be a lake out there, and it must be a sunny day, which is also chill at the same time. Even during the night, it must be sunny and bright, and it must be cold all the time. Okay, cold in the sense of comfy cold, not biting cold. And inside the room, there must be bookshelves on the left and right sides, balanced on the walls, and the wall behind me must be totally empty except for a door through which people can come in and go out. And the room should have a huge reading chair at the center, or near the bookshelves. Okay, one near each bookshelf, and there must be a bookmark for each and every book, custom made, and it'll just be so fun. Okay, there must be thick fluffy blankets on both the reading chairs, so it always feels comfy, because the best feeling while reading, or the best way to read any book, okay, is snuggling inside a blanket and reading it in your bed. I'd like to do it always, and that's like my dream reading lounge. The last question: what book changed the way you act or see the world? The answer for this one is going to be a bit of a surprise, or not, depending on what you have been expecting. But this was a surprise for me when I picked it up, because I could have chosen any book that I've read, and there are also multiple books which have made me look the world in a different way, and the life that I live in a different way. It's helped me reflect on certain things that I have and that I don't. But the book which I selected is Ikigai by Francis Morales and Hector Garcia. If you've been following me, you know that I'm not that big of a non-fiction reader. I love fiction more because it's not real, and non-fiction, it always bores me. That's one of the main reasons why I don't pick up non-fiction. But this is one of those books which make me want to read a lot more non-fiction. And also there are like really tiny little things in life which do matter in order to make it happier and better and wholesome in a way, which I didn't know. Okay, I knew, but I didn't understand. But there are many things which we all have in our lives as well, right? We know that it is there, but we don't understand that it matters that much. This book made me understand certain things which are required in order to make life better. really tiny little things, and that's one of the main reasons why I recommend this always like a million times in my channel. And this is the book that I chose for this one, Ikigai. Okay, that's all for today, and don't forget to leave your answers in the comments below. I'd like to know them. And if you did enjoy watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.